you can nail a lot of boards together for $600 a month. And that makes sense to me right now. That's why I say, I got a post hole digger. I got a tape measure. I got that staple gun. I've seen how that build. You got to get the panels. You got to get the stuff. And so I can do that. So I'm going to try to raise funds for that. Just like we got funds for this and that and anything else. Okay, there's some messages here. Alrighty, so I wish I could have people call in. That'd be cool, but it'd be on this phone. So for the people on podcasts, you can find me on TikTok for Michael James number 6. I think that's what it says on there. No way. Hey, it's MLEE Sports Part 2. Hey, you should actually do. Well, this is what my one friend, my sister too, my bro's sister, Cecil's sister, her name was Emily, but in her office, she passed, but in her office, she put the big old capital letters MLE. Similar to yours, Emily. No way. I think she wanted to say, or Nawa. Oh, you're Ponca. Pawnee, that's right. Pawnee, Ponca, something like that. I knew it started with the P. Nawa, because Brian Frijo says that. You know, Happy and Lucky. I went to school with them at Old Triple C. Good morning. Is it still good morning? No more stolen sisters. Good morning to you. What time is it? I don't even see what time it is. I'm just still waiting for somebody to show up. Brother, all my elders are gone. I know. You got to pick yourself up and keep on living. It's rough, Vicky. It is, since Aunt Bertha and Crosland, where I put his book. I shared that yesterday on the TikTok. I didn't do the podcast with it, though, but he talked about messengers, and there was Day that was on coffee this yesterday morning. And I thought she said about me, coffee in your face. What? Then I found out the horrible story behind that. Hey, Krista! A. It's Christ A. I'm sure she's not online. Okay. Thanks, Susie C. Roosie. Oh, it's CERN. Oh, no. Hey, that's a moonflower cat. That looks like an Apache to me. I have a native friend. Native from Australia? Native from Mars? Native? I want to pick on you then. Just because I like you. Okay, that's Indian humor. If we pick on you, it means that we like you. I'm not kidding about that. So, when you say native, let's just pretend you went to the wrong school and wrong definition. Let's say if you went to Concho Indian boarding school, there is not one person in my generation that called themselves native, because we called us who we were, which was a lot of Cheyenne Arapaho over there and one Shawnee. Hey! No, there's a Quapaw there. There was a Sac-and-Fox there. There were some Creeks and Seminoles there. But mainly it was the C and A's, and they were getting per capita. That means cash flow. At a young age, man. Shoot. Because their corporation was taking care of their treaty. They were being very well taken care of. And they still do today. Because they're aware of all the... Oh, lost connection. Hang on. Let me know if we're good to go. Because sometimes we got frozen yesterday and there's nothing out here. Okay? Yeah, we're the Riddlers. Because, man, you're far away. But now you're close. Krista Acerna. Ooh, how cool. Or is it Christ Acern? Hey. I'm going to have to follow you back. Moonflower kitty cat. I have a native friend who's starting a cabin building business. Well, I'm glad you said that, because there's a lot of things you don't know about cabin making businesses. Until you start reading. Oh, you probably can't see it. I'll read it like this. Native American Natural Resource Law. Oh my goodness. And you're going to see that there were some businesses in here. I might even have it highlighted already. About doing things like that. And they weren't actually... they're using the indigenous resources. The original inhabitants, resources, land, air, and water, and all in between. That's why they want you to use native, because natives are not in a treaty. Native Americans not in a treaty. They want you to use that to label us, to just put a hodgepodge, and that's not true. Just like I share with you, those on podcasts heard this, they can hear it again, but I got hold of the vice chairman of the Kiowa tribe of Oklahoma to help them out, let them know I'm open for contract because I have a professional degree from the University of Oklahoma. I'll use their words, but I have the skill set how to find the stuff, which is weird. Because if you actually are in Westlaw, there are certain topics to put up in there that will pull up things. Or maybe they're just not good at researching like I am. Because it is a professional degree. And so I do the due diligence that they're not doing. If they did do the due diligence, they would have pulled up the treaty. It would also pull up a code of laws that says when their corporation was formed to protect the treaty. Children, religion, treaty rights, reserved rights to use for land future use. So they're trying to abrogate or even look that word up. That way you know what it means. So they're trying to make null and void the land over there because all the Kiowas, Comanches, and Apaches, the newer ones, are saying they're native instead of saying they're Kiowa, Comanche, and Apache. They're condemning themselves by saying that instead of saying who they are because the people have a treaty. And then they'll see that this corporation is coming into Indian country doing damages, doing torts, doing major crimes, that the individual, not the corporation, is to serve the courts the crimes of their Americans in Indian country. Okay? That makes sense. I wonder what this one sounds like. Oh, it sounds like the news. And so that's what's going on down that way in Lawton. Now, Choctaw country, because I asked Reggie, is that resort is in your jurisdiction? Because Reggie's just like me. He has land. He just don't have the words to use from the University of Oklahoma and those professors that say this is fraud. I say it's fraud because I have a law degree and I use their words. You think I made up that word fraud? You think I knew that? Heck no. I didn't know it was fraud because I would have kept on going to the imposter tribal courts until I got a law degree. And what does Critter say? The truth shall set you free. And he brought me to the law of the land out here to share with you. I'm guessing. I'm only just trying. So Critter, if I'm on the wrong path, you make it right. Mud dough. Your way. Okay, let's keep on cruising through here. Native as American Indian. Okay, I can show you where an American Indian is at because they make good donuts right here in Norman. It used to be the old Dunkin' Donuts. And she goes back to her country, India. And she's an Indian in America. I'm Shawnee. I'm before America. I'm an original inhabitant and I'm on my country. All over wherever I go, I'm home. Except America is built around us. That's why they say in the Worcester case or the Cherokee cases that we're a country within a country. And that's true. I'm out here on treaty land where I am the law out here. Forces his law, not policy. Now it's all about our faith. His law is written on a tablet of our heart here. This world don't want y'all to know. They don't want you to know who's sharing with you either. I know who our people are. Creator removed us out of the house of bondage of Pharaoh on a great turtle over here. There are 3 of us over here. You can, like I share, I got the screenshot, so I'm not going to tell y'all to go look it up. I'm just going to screenshot it and do a little, maybe that'll be this afternoon. We'll do another live after lunch. Again, it's 10:38. We started at 10 o'clock, and so we will keep on keeping on. Hang on, I gotta keep on. Bam, bam, bam. I'm just trying to help people. Don't use this language down here that keeps you below. You gotta enlighten that stuff. I guess that's why they call them Illuminatis, isn't it? Hey, because they're naughty. Hey. All right, I caught that one. Melissa. Hello, Melissa. Native as an American Indian. That's so funny. That still cracks me up. Oh, you're the sweetest to teach the ways. Aw. Hey, that's my Apache. I don't know. He's a Arapaho. Oh, okay. So over here, since mostly all my family, my adopted family, the Woods and Levi's and Melendez, that's my family. The Cheyennes like to pick on the Arapaho. Well, maybe because I hang out with all the Cheyennes and maybe one Arapaho. It's just funny, man. They're just friendly bickering all the time. The Arapahoes are just hanging out with us. You know? Tista and Hananoe over there. Piev Booms. Krista, it's okay. We're still teaching. That's all. I just want you to hey, this is just the truth. That's all. I'm just sharing before Creator calls me home. And hopefully, like my adopted daughter who's out there who thinks she's not Shawnee and playing American, maybe she'll come home or find this out there sometime. Who knows? Or like my son, he has a daughter, and I haven't seen him in a long time either. I've probably seen him like 5 times my whole life now since he's been born. And then my little one, I just seen her at Aunt Bertha's service. It seemed like I'll see my babies when somebody dies. And so it's just sad. But that's what I just say, life. It's just life. And so I share all this lawful information for people just because I think it's the right thing to do. And I just believe that, man, I think that the people should pay for your stuff. You shouldn't need a salary. You don't need to be paid or influenced with some kind of stipend or a car or any of that. You shouldn't have anything. You should just be an example or a resemblance of your people. And it looks like this. So when I went to the Navy, there was no war. I went for the GI Bill and run away from a problem. That's another podcast and story of its own. So anyway, the GI Bill and I got a lot of freaking accolades, man. I was the best of the best. For real. You can look it up. You can find me up there, the Hall of Fame company, the Navy League Award, the best of the best up there at all those recruits, even the Abraham Lincoln, who had their own crew. They didn't even have a ship. They're already wearing patches with their ship on it, man. That's the nuclear ship. They had their whole crew. I'm against all of them, too. Their whole ship, which is probably over 5,000, because we were 5,200 on a Kitty Hawk. And so I got this, I got that, in service week, because you got to go do service for a week, so I was in the butcher shop. I got the crappiest job, man. I was one of the top officers of our battalion, of our company. I was the first platoon leader. All of us are supposed to get cake jobs, man. Somehow I didn't complain. I just took it for what it was. Because I was going to go try out for the SEALs anyway during the service week. So I wasn't going to be there chopping up bacon or sleeping, because we were sleeping. We stack up the egg boxes. We take turns napping. Because, there's hardly any sleeping. We had different times of sleeping, because the whole company of 200 people I was in charge of. I had to still make the watch. I still had to make shifts. I had to keep my yeoman still informed on who had to go to sick call, who had the watch, who needs to relieve, who needs to go get somebody out of class to go here. I had to be in charge and accountability of all 200 of these men, because they were men from their community. You hear what I'm saying? There was 200 people, young men representing their town, their neighborhood, their streets, their gangs, their people, their tribe.